Hello, we're in chapter 8, section 2, factoring by the greatest common factor. And we're doing the guided practice problems in the back right before the homework. We're going to do problems 15 through 20. I'll do these first two using the parentheses so you can see how to do that. So I want to put them all in standard form. I got x to the third power, second power, first power, and then the constant, which is actually x to the 0 power. So this is okay. So I'm going to put these two together. What do they have? What's my common factor for these two? I've got x times x times x, and I got 4 times x times x. So the common factor is x times x, which is x squared. That left x plus 4. That's just out of the first two. Now I look at the second two. What do they have together? This is 2 times x, and this is 2 times 4. So I'm going to factor out the common factor of 2, and that leaves x plus 4. And if I do it right, what's in parentheses here should be what's in parentheses here. And this looks like the problems we just did. So I write x plus 4 times x to the second power plus 2. And that's it. Let me show you the same thing with this problem. Again, 3, 2, 1, 0. So this is in standard form. And I can put these two together. Here is 2 times 3 and 2 times 2. So my common factor is 2x squared. That leaves 3x plus 2. For these two, I don't have a common factor. But I always can factor out the common 1. Remember, you're always multiplying by 1. So I'm going to put plus 1 times 3x plus 2. And that's nice because that's the same as that. Okay. So I write 3x plus 2 times 2x squared plus 1. Now for the rest of these, I'm going to do my way. All right. So I'm going to make my box 4b to the third power, negative 6b to the second power, 10b, negative 15. And all I'm doing the exact same thing I just saw. I'm going to find out what do these two have in common, like these two. What do these two have in common, like those two? And then I'm just going to figure out what's left over. That's it. So I've got 2 times 2, I've got 2 times 3. They both have a 2. I have b times b times b, I have b times b. So that's 2b to the second power. What got left behind? 2 times 2 equals 4. B to the second times another b equals b to the third power. 2 times negative 3 equals negative 6. And b to the second times 1 equals b to the second. What do these two have in common? And what gets left behind has to be what's up here. So this is 2 times 5 and this is 3 times 5. So it looks like they have a common factor of 5. 5 times 2b is 10b, and 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. So everything checks. So in factored form, I write 2b to the second power plus 5, and 2 times b, subtract 3. Number 18, let's check these to see if they're in the right order. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yep. 2m to the third, 4m to the second, 6 times m, and 12. This is 2 times 1, that's 2 times 2. So they both have a common factor of 2. What's the most m's I can bring out? I have m times m times m, and I've got m times m. So I can bring out 2 of them. That leaves another m here, and that leaves a 2 here, because 2 times 2 is 4. What do these two have in common? This is 6 times 1, and that's 6 times 2, so I can bring out a 6. So 6 times m is 6m, and 6 times 2 is 12. So I get 2m to the second power plus 6 times m plus 2. But wait, there's more. Did you catch it? I actually had a GCF at the beginning. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, and 2 times 6. There's that extra 2. It's in this one now. So I have to finish this up by factoring out the 2. That leaves m to the second power plus 3 times m plus 2. Don't forget the greatest common factor. And if I'd caught it at the beginning, and spoiler alert, I left it for the end, but if I'd caught it at the beginning, I would have made sure I had to make sure, I would have had to have made sure that I didn't forget it. All right. There's no common factor here. I've got 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. How do I know there's no common factor? Because here's 7. There's a 7 here, but not here. So again, I'm going to make my box. 7r to the third power. Subtract 35r to the second power. 6r, subtract 30. 7 times 5. They both have a 7. What's the most r's I can bring out? 2 of them, r to the second power. That leaves another r here, and subtract 5 here. What do these two have in common? They both have a 6. 6 times r is 6r. 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. So this is 7r to the second power plus 6 times r subtract 5. Let's check the last one. 3, 2, 1, 0. It's in the order that I need it. 10a to the third power. 4a to the second power. 5 times a, and 2. What do these two have in common? This is 2 times 5, and that's 2 times 2, so they both have a 2. And hopefully you notice this pattern. I've got a times a times a times a. So I can bring out a to the second power. That leaves 5a here, and a 2 here. Now, look at this. 5a and 2 is what I have up here. If I could factor out more, I would have up here. So what's the common factor between 5a and 2? It's that common factor 1. So I get 2a to the second power plus 1 times 5a plus 2. All right, we'll see you in the next video.